Do you like my outfit? Look, let me just show you. I have these pants on. Okay. And my cozy, I have a cozy sweater on. Okay. You ready to talk? I hope you can hear me. Welcome back, Cookie. What's up? How you doing? And if you're new here, hi, sit down, get cozy. You're gonna wanna stay around here, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And now I'll remind you at the end to hit it, okay? Listen, I talk about all things in and around fashion around these YouTube streets. We like a good old kiki and giggle because why? Being an adult is slightly traumatic from time to time, and laughter heals the soul. So why not laugh with me? And then also every Tuesday I do a vlog where I take you around with me wherever I go, whether that's here in New York City or abroad or whatever the things I do, and you are with me the entire time. Anyway, Cookie, I've been thinking, I want to talk about January fashion. And what I mean by that is, listen, yes, it's the new year. It's January. We are getting our bearings. We were dragged for the most part of 2024. And we are just trying to understand the lessons and the healing from it all. January, for the most part, for a lot of people, is a slow month, you know? We're just trying to catch our breath from the holiday season. And I got to tell you, being in New York and working as a content creator, I probably had a nonstop social life starting in August, and that just ended last month. Like I was on the go, go, go. The fits were getting thrown on. We were out in these streets. We were hitting the pavement. The women had to be dressed, okay? The girlies were dressed. However, when it comes to January, there's always like this lull where we don't really feel that excited to get dressed. We probably have like a go-to formula. Mine was leggings, sweater or sweatshirt, and a nice boot with either a wool coat or a puffy one, depending on what was going on in the climate that moment. But I realized a couple years ago, like January doesn't have to be as dull as it feels from time to time. We can still get dressed. We can still feel really good about ourselves. We can still have elevation in our fashion sense and still arrive, even if it's to do regular errands or to meet up with friends for coffee, all the things. You deserve to still feel amazing and like you at your best moments when you're getting dressed. So I want to talk about it. And here's the thing. If you really want to know, the new year for me doesn't start until spring. How you gonna tell me that the year is ending and starting and it's still cold outside and there's nothing on the trees? No, when spring has sprung, that's when the new year has begun for a lot of people. But here we are. And listen, there's nothing wrong with new year, new me, intentional intentions, mindset shifts, all the things. Yes, this is a time to start anew, but you're not going to have all the answers or solutions. This is all about having good intentions, having consistency, and showing up for yourself in the best ways at every chance you have. So when I thought about it, I said there are a couple things that I do gravitate to in this particular month where I feel I'm not really in the mood to get all jazzed up and like wear heels and be kind of a little uncomfortable because I'm putting on a fashion show. The world is my runway. Not right now. But I do want to feel elevated. I want to feel posh. I want to feel confident in what I'm wearing. I want to feel that the fit is like the tailoring is on point so I don't have to think too hard about what goes with what. It just intertwined so evenly across the board. So I wanted to walk through a couple of formulas that I reach for in my closet, and it involves texture, depth, a little bit of color, and grays and blacks and all the things, and how I just kind of style it out to feel like my best self. And then we could talk in the comments about what you gravitate to feel your best self, and I implore you to reach for it in this month, especially when you know that you might be a sundowner or not feel that amazing during the winter months because everything else is kind of slow. Let's get into these fits. The reality is you can never go wrong with a really good cashmere soft wool turtleneck sweater. You need your sweaters. You're going to need your sweaters. Obviously, this video is for people who are in colder climate areas. I'm sorry. If you want me to do a warm climate for the January month, you let me know. I could spin that baby for you, not to worry. But anyway, I love finding the perfect cozy knit that is a slightly oversized, a little boxy from the bust down, right? Because it just creates a different flair. You could tuck it on the side, a little French tuck, give a little asymmetrical moment. But what I do love about this sweater, I've been loving it so much. This is a Banana Republic sweater, and it has this split detail in the back. I love that. And then I actually was gifted these pants from Cynthia Rowley recently, and I have been living in them. They have a drawstring closure, zip detail on the side, and a drawstring at the ankle. And then I got these cheetah print boots. But the thing is, it's like mixing tan with this gray is a nice unexpected twist. But the thing is, but I just like how it's not the typical black on black. So reaching for muted neutral tones, whether it's tan, all navy, all gray. Maybe you're a person who likes pops of color. Maybe you want to do red on red. But I think monochromatic moments are really cool. It almost seems like it came as a set in a way, like it's supposed to be. No, it's within the same gray family, and it just really looks fun and cute together. But this type of sweater can go with a pair of jeans. It can go with a pair of skinny pants. It could go with a wide leg wool pant. It could go with so many different combinations. It can go with a maxi skirt, right? And then with this particular pant, I can loosen it up a little bit at the ankle, so it's a little bit more of a wide leg altogether, instead of like a harem kind of pant. This can go with a denim jacket, a gray blazer, a black blazer. It can go with all kinds of other sweaters, right? So these types of pieces to me are just fun and interchangeable. I can even wear it with sneakers and look really cozy. I've done that before. You guys really like that particular formula. Another thing I like to do is kind of go with the flow of the colorway and bleed it into the jacket I'm wearing. This coat is from Urban Revivo. You know, I even have a coat like this fuzzy one from Walmart that I think was like $50 or so. Faux fur, I'm here for it. And also, it's pretty damn warm. Like, you put one of these babies over a sweater, you gonna feel very, very cozy. And the texture of this coat is really good. For it to be faux, it just feels so soft and supple. But I just like the flush that we have going on here. And if I want to get a bit snazzy, you know, then I throw on some a tan suede. It's something about the textures and the mixture of it. You don't have to do wool, and you don't have to do cashmere on cashmere. You don't have to do suede on suede. You can mix them all together, throw on some calf hair, and it's just a whole tactile lover's dream. You know what I'm saying? So I think that this is something that I think is super easy. You know, I could wear this at home and cozy up on a chair doing my work, or I could go to a coffee shop and I can get busy at a coffee shop with my latte and my laptop. But at the end of the day, like, I feel confident in myself. I love this color on me. I can also mix, look at this, hold on, grays and like neon colors. Do you see this pop? How luscious it is against the gray? So even just having fun with pops of color that you feel like might be unexpected. I would have fell through this door. I'm yelling at myself. I held it open. I didn't close it all the way. It's my fault. I could have fallen, but I'm fine. Anyway, sometimes when you see unexpected colors, you're like, I don't know, neons and neutrals? Some people consider neon colors neutral colors, depending on your mindset and how you approach color. Some people consider metallics a neutral as well, depending on how you approach color. So don't be afraid to mix a pop of color with a beautiful matte neutral, okay? You're supposed to have fun. But this is one of my favorite go-tos. These pants, this sweater, and different combinations with them. Let's go to the next fit. So remember when I told you I stopped wearing like a legging and a boot and a sweatshirt? This is the exact opposite of this outfit. And the way that I reach for this particular fit, in particular, like the exact pieces every single time, it's kind of like it can get old pretty quickly, but it doesn't because I throw in different accessories. So obviously we have a pair of wide leg leather pants. I got these a long time ago from Zara. They're real leather. I actually got them hemmed. They were super long on me and they're a little bit of a low waist on me, but I like the fact that these are so baggy and so grungy because I could style it up a little bit more classier, or I can just keep it super cute and casual. I love this, another cashmere knit from Banana Republic. Anytime Gap or Banana Republic has good sales, especially on their knits like this, I take advantage. I don't spend more than $200 on these cashmeres. They're really good material. They wear really nicely. They don't pill as easily as some other brands do, like J. Crew. That's happened before. But anyway, and I love pairing these wide pants with a sneaker that has the ability to peek out. Like it's not a square toe or so much like a round toe that it hides underneath the pant. It has something that peeks out like a white tip. So I like wearing Converses with these, especially the 70s Chuck Taylors. And I just like the vibe. Like it's easygoing. I feel comfortable. I can do yoga in this situation. I feel like my clothes are hugging me. And if I want to add a little pizzazz, right? If I'm adding pizzazz, this is where the creativity kind of comes in. You got flair and texture with this coat, with this hat that I got from Kith Women's a year ago. And I mean, no matter what, it just adds a bit of difference, a little bit of fun, a little juxtaposition. And I'm a big fan, huge fan of wearing indoor sunglasses throughout the year. So what I mean by that, you know, they're sheer in some way and you can see the person's eyes. And you know, being in New York and going to like different events, especially as like a content creator, a lot of people wear sunglasses inside and sometimes they're blacked out. I'm like, yo, I want to see people's eyes, you know what I'm saying? Unless like I'm really having a bad day, then I'll do an all black situation and you can't see any of my thoughts through my eyes. But most of the time I love wearing indoor glasses just because it just adds a little bit more texture and flair to the full look. You know, this is very Jamiroquai. Future, virtual insanity. So that's where I get like inspo from, like music moments like that. But literally, I feel confident, I feel cool, I feel funky and like just myself. I'm having fun and I'm throwing a little bit more texture in there. Leather and suede and shearling, anything fuzzy is always gonna get my heart growing and glowing in the wintertime. It just feels good. If it feels like a hug, you're doing it correctly. So, love a good leather pant with a cashmere knit or wool knit or something fuzzy and warm on top, and with a cool sneaker that just kind of feels like nostalgic and easygoing. And just throw a real cool hat on. If you don't have something like this, a baseball cap will do just the same, if not even better. Y'all know how I feel about baseball caps. Let's go to the next fit. Wait, I forgot something. Hold on, I forgot something. Also, this particular look with the leather pants, sorry if I'm making noise with this. It's always a good idea. It's always a good idea to do with like a long androgynous menswear coat just to keep the structure balanced. What I mean by that is I have a wide leg pant. I need a coat with a bold shoulder. And I do think that it's really nice to have a longer coat. Yes, to keep warm all around. but also there's a flair about it. There's like a, hey, you see me coming. You see this coat, don't you? But I wanted y'all to see how cool it looks with just like, a little overcoat, a little bag, a little hat, you know what I'm saying? And some oh my God, I match. Green, green. All right. All right. Also, I wanted to mention this, especially in like these cold, cold areas of the world that we live in, polar vortexes. Do I have it in here? Oh, yes, I do. Something that I think is very important to have just on deck, because sometimes, we go into these cold seasons and we might have to go outside for, I don't know, different events and for longer periods of time, or we're shopping in areas where it's an outdoor mall or outdoor market and you just want to stay warm. I always order a box of hot hand. So I have the little pieces that, the little hand holders that you take out the packet and you shake up and it gets really hot. And I also have toe warmers to put on the bottom of my sock to keep my toes warm in every step that I take, okay? I do a lot of walking out and about in New York, and I hate when my fingers and my toes feel really cold, and then it's just an uncomfortable situation and I'm miserable. My fingers turn purple, all the things. I also think that, especially, and I did this when I was working on set one day, I did extra work for a little bit of time. I was in acting school. I did some extra work. I did some shows here in New York. And one of the shows that I did was FBI. Yeah, I did FBI on CBS, and we did 2 overnights in downtown Manhattan, and it was the coldest nights of that year. I think it was January or February. And I remember I was wearing those throughout the 12 hours. And I even got one of the body wraps that is for back or stomach pain that people wear to alleviate pain. If you wrap one of those and you know that you're going to be outside for long hours at a time and it's like crazy cold outside, you will be thoroughly pleased at how warm you will feel against brutal winds and all the things that you're doing. I think a lot of stylists who work on set like that will they know what I'm talking about, especially like you work overnight and outside like that in New York or Canada or wherever it's cold. If you have some of those, it will just give you a little bit more warmth and coziness in your day when it's super cold outside. So that's another hot tip. Hand warmers, toe warmers, body warmers, and fleece lined leggings under your clothes. Obviously, long johns and stuff from Uniqlo, Heat Tech. But like, baby, get into that, order you a pack, you'll be fine. So literally another favorite combo for me. And I think when I was a little girl, there was New York and Co. Limited, Learners, and all these things that my mom used to shop from. And I would look through the catalogs, and it was just the most, like, my favorite memories of fashion, like going through magazines and stuff like that, and just having like a 90s flair in an outfit. Super classic, comfortable. I guess some people even say like off duty model look type of thing. But I just love a good blazer with a pair of jeans and some boots. And I feel like this is perfect because, they're not too long of a pant. They have enough leg opening at the bottom to be tucked in or tucked into a boot, or a boot can be tucked into the pant. You can wear these with loafers and really cute socks. You can wear these pair of jeans with a nice heel or pump or a high-heeled boot. So it's like all the things that I'm pulling together can change with each other. You can match and mix and match all the things. Even this sweater I had on in the first outfit, I'm here again with it, wearing this gray blazer that I recently got. This is a Saint Laurent blazer. I love this blazer. Look how, like, the structure of it is impeccable. And I'm just throwing this old Louis Vuitton backpack because, it's classic against classic. It always works, especially in this type of print that we have here. It's a classic print. But I feel like baseball cap, blazer, I don't know, like I'm giving New York producer vibes, New York writer vibes, New York, I went to NYU or Columbia vibes. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm feeling really comfortable. This isn't super, I didn't button the whole thing, but it's fine. Got a button fly. It's not too tight. It's slightly more high waisted than low. And I'm all right. I feel really good in this. I could take this same blazer and wear it with this sweater and the gray pants. I could wear this same top combination with the black leather wide leg pants that I have and those sneakers that I paired it with. So, like I'm saying, the theme here is comfortable, elevated, texture, and just feeling cozy in what you're wearing. And obviously, if it's a bad hair day, you know I'm gonna throw on a baseball cap. You know I'm gonna do it. And it's chic. It's really chic. And I love these boots because they're like, to me, they're a very sleek and elevated version of a motorcycle boot because it has that, it looks like it could have like a steel toe, the squareness of it and how strong it looks. And they're just really badass, you know, but they come up to here and, you know, you could tuck them into a pair of jeans like this and it just looks like really clean and crisp. But yeah, this is one of my favorite combinations. I feel like if I was a little girl all over again and I would see myself, I'm like, I want to dress like her when I grow up. This is the version of myself that I always saw as a little girl. Jeans, blazer, comfy, little backpack. You know, this is her. I'm becoming her every day more and more. I'm becoming that woman that little Maria, little Carolyn was so fond of and just was like, I want to grow up and look like that and so cool. But yeah, all right, next outfit. Now, this isn't something I would do for every day, but if there was like a dinner or something that you have to be a little bit more elevated, I feel like having a black maxi dress in the closet during these months is always clutch because it could be a couple different things for you. It could be just what it is. And excuse my back, I do not have the proper garments on for this particular moment, but I do have this backless maxi dress situation, right? So if I have to do a little bit more bedazzled moment, like I have arrived, honeys, and then I'm putting like a necklace on top or a bracelet on the wrist over top of the sleeve, yes, very fun, very cool. But also you don't have to wear heels with something like this. You could do the moto boot that I just had on and it still be a vibe, right? You can also take a dress like this and kind of separate it, break it up a little bit. Hold on. Can I tell you, this sweater is literally the star of the show for this particular episode because that's how good she is. She's just cozy and fine and beautiful. And I feel like even this could be an indoor vibe. This could be a cafe moment. If you want to go further, hold on. You could put her on with a puffy short crop jacket. Just for some interest. You see what I'm saying? Add the textures, add the fun, add the flair, you'll be fine. But I feel that people do not see something like a maxi black dress as an elevated basic to have in their closet and how many routes you can take it. You know, if you are super creative, right, you can even take a dress like this, wear some jeans under it, hike it up on one side with a safety pin, and you have a little bit of texture, you have a little bit of flair, you have something different, you have a little skirt over a pair of jeans moment, you have a long tunic. You can even hike this up just as we are right now, and that's the look too. You can do a high slit moment with a dress like this if you wanted to. If you wanted to take a little needle and thread, put it right through here, make that little scrunch permanent for the night. Yeah, pass it through 3, 4 times. And then when you're done, when you get home, take a little bitty scissors and clip it. And then it's long again. you can play around with your clothes and make it something totally different than when you bought it, right? You can add different accessories and textures and just have fun with it. This to me, and yes, you might call me dramatic. You might call me over the top. To each their own. I see some of y'all comments, y'all little backhead comments sometimes. Listen, to each their own. This is my style. If we're talking about trends, I'm only talking about what is in excess inventory, what is going to be in stores in loads and loads of units, right? If this is something that's going to be your favorite as far as the trend is concerned, then this is a time to invest in the inventory that is out there because there's ample of it, right? Not for us to talk about these are the trends, you must wear it, or these are the trends, and if you've been wearing it, well, it's new now. No, if that's the trend, that's the trend. But if your personal style has always been that, then that's what it is. These videos are not meant to come after individuals' personal style. It's not meant to force people to run to the stores just because I say so. These videos are not for anyone to feel bad about something that they're into that I may not be into, right? I'm just talking about the reality, the statistics of fashion, what's in, what's out, what's on the runway, what's in stores, what I like to do personally. I'm giving different ideas on how to look at different pieces with a different perspective, a new set of lenses. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just having fun here. And I want people to feel included. I want people to feel like you can be who you are. No one's telling you that you can't. No one's telling you that how you do things is not good or it's not the right way. That's your way. This is my way. And I like telling y'all about how I take different pieces that I think are really fun and different, and you can change it up a little bit, or taking something that might be very one-dimensional to most people, but I'm going to show you 4 different ways of doing it. And that's what I love to talk about. That's what I like to do. And I hope you receive that, because sometimes I feel like the intention is missed and people are like, well, I've been doing this and this wasn't a trend when I was coming up, or this wasn't a trend this whole time. I didn't know. I'm still going to do this. Yes. I'm not throwing shade at nobody's parade, honey. Do what you want to do. I'm just sharing my thought process and how I would probably help a few people when I'm hired to do so, which happens often. I'm just saying. So, black maxi dress, don't sleep on her in the midst of January and February. Pull her out and give her some layers and some textures and some fun textures to play with. Now I'm losing my words. I got one more outfit though. And after that, I'm going to wrap up the video. I'm going to go get some lunch because I'm hungry. So this version is a little out of the box, right? What's in my pocket? Oh, old hand warmers. They get hard when they turn cold, and I got pepper gel spray. Okay, so this isn't one of those regular approaches to a sweatsuit set, but literally all throughout the winter, a good sweatsuit set matching or the same colorway, right? And a good old trench or a wool androgynous masculine overcoat is just so easy with sneakers, with snow boots, with heels, all the things. Now I am wearing this lovely coat. This is from the Frankie shop. And then under it, I'm actually doing like a layered combination because this sweat top is sleeveless in a way. So I like to, have something on my arms. So I'm wearing the same black cashmere sweater that I put on earlier with the wide leg black leather pants. And I put it underneath this top just to make sure I have some sleeve and some length there. But this is the Lane-O-Rama sweatsuit set that I've been raving about. I also got this in all tan. I have this piece in the bluish gray color. I'm thinking about getting the sweatpants in that color too. I got my size in these pieces. I could have went down a size actually in the sweatpant, but take your size. Super cozy. And then again, I have on the Loewe cheetah print boots. Now, these sweatpants and top, they're just the best quality of sweat suit material I've ever experienced in my life. Okay. I told y'all this before. I said it on Instagram. I said it on here before. Get to know Lena Rama. She does one drop. Once it's sold out, it's sold out, it's done. Okay. But when I tell y'all, putting on a good set with some sneakers, a good boot, and throwing on a coat over it and just hitting the ground, there's something about it that makes you feel put together and complete, even though it is a very leisure material that you have on your body, but it's still elevated. It's still pulled together. It still looks like you care about how you present, about how you feel about yourself. And any shoe would do, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like my go-to, the amount of sweat sets that I have, after I bought this one from Lena, before that, I was like, I can't buy any more sweatsuit sets because I just have so many. I have a lot from Aritzia, Nike, things of that nature. And after a while, like they pile up, they take a lot of space, just like sweaters do. Oh my gosh, right? The sweaters and sweatsuits, they take so much space up in that closet when they're folded and put away. Oh my gosh. So I said to myself, no more. But literally, I couldn't pass this up, especially with the shape that she has on them. They're just too good. And I feel like you can never go wrong with a really elevated sweatsuit set. So these are the things that I pull for the most. Leather pants, cashmere knit tops, maxi length pieces that can turn into what looks like a two-piece set, like a sweater and a skirt. The illusion of it all. I love playing with different types of sweatpants and elevating this. Like I would do a sweatsuit set with a nice chunky knitted sock with a cool loafer and a leisure jacket like I just had on just now, right? Those things, it's all about your clothes feeling like they're hugging you back and making sure that they fit you in a way that feels tailored to you, that looks like it fits you, and that, or, if it's an oversized look, that it's intended to be oversized and comfortable and just elevated in its own way. And I implore you, like, yes, these months could be slow, they could be a little bit dull. We're getting our bearings back. We're getting excited for the months to come and things of that nature. But, step outside the box a little bit. Like, don't do your usual formula of just a legging and a sweater, because that just, yes, it's an easy go-to. It goes with so many, you can do so many different combinations of boots and leggings and sweaters. Yes, I get it. But try to step outside the box and do something a little bit more, a little bit different structure, a little bit more different material. Fall in love with texture, fall in love with knits, fall in love with fuzzy things, especially if you're in cold areas, and just have fun. And then also, look at this. And it's, I know this is like an orange red and it could give Halloween, but no, it's not. It's still giving fun. It's still giving flair. I would throw this on too. So, and then also what I love about this top is that it does have like this Obi-Wan Kenobi hood. She's chic. Okay. She's just chic. So yeah, get into Lena Rama, get into some sweat sets. I will put everything in the description box below, and it will also take you to a home page where all the links will live with pictures of what you see. If there's something that doesn't exist anymore or is sold out or whatever, I will find the next best thing. I will find even the look for less. So definitely, when you guys look at my videos, go to the description box and go to the Shop My page, and I have a link to them, and you will find the answers to your questions as far as like, where did I get this in XYZ? It lives in the description. It lives on Shop My. It also lives on LTK from time to time, and I'll let you know. I'll provide the link if it is on LTK. If you prefer to shop through there, let me know. But everything will be in the description below, or something very similar, and even some options that are a little bit less expensive than something that might be full price right now for whatever reason, because everything's on sale right now. But you know what I mean? I'm gonna help y'all out. Get into the description box. It'll be living there for you. I appreciate y'all watching the video to this length. And if you are new around here and you're not subscribed and you liked the time that you had with us, don't forget, to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button, that thumbs up, and leave a comment. What are your favorite go-tos? What are your favorite fashion formulas for the winter months for you to feel like your best self and elevated and feeling confident? Tell everybody. Let's share all of our formulas. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye, cookies.